Warm welcome, Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch, Astrological Book of the Hours. It's the 26th of March 2024. We are still in the Easter full moon. And why am I saying that? The Easter full moon. You might have noticed that there are two different things. The one thing is the calendar, and the other thing is the constellations up in the sky. And of course, if we want to have real Easter, if we want any real festivals spiritually out there, we need to hold on to the natural rhythm. And by this you can see how far away the structures of so-called calendar regulation science, is away from the national rhythms. If you go back in time and you find out how the regulation of the Easter festival was fixed, you can go way back down to a gathering in Nicaea, which happened around 300 after Christ, and the real intention of the positioning of the Easter festival. There are some more rules about that. It's not only the first full moon after the sun equinox, with the sun entering first degree of Aries, but mainly it's the first full moon after the first full moon after the sun entering the sign of Aries, but it doesn't hit the full moon. And that's the real problem, because if you read in the Bible, you can find out, yes, the crucifixion was on full moon and nothing else, because there was the observation of the darkening of the sun with a moon eclipse. And that's one thing that is to be mentioned and thought about. Anyhow, if we go back into the constellation of this full moon, this is a full moon day still, because we still have the moon in Libra and the sun in Aries. There's always 3 days with the full moon energy, one day approaching, one day we're having it, and the next day it's going. Generally, looking at the constellations, we still, as always these days, have the reception in between Venus and Jupiter, holding it all together, and of course the Aries stellium with Chiron, the North Node, and Mercury and the Sun in the sign of Aries could be so much healing energy. Actually, it's not that much. It's hurting a lot. This is kind of what is going on. Maybe you can take a private stand on the opposite side of that. And of course, we have the Piscean forces with Neptune, Venus and Saturn coming along very well, building up harmony and structures. And it's also Mars in the sign of Pisces. That means the spiritual warrior is on the way and trying to find solutions for this kind of damaged civilization in general. That's the situation. Maybe one more word about the full moon constellation. Those who are born on a full moon are, of course, always special persons of power. It doesn't depend on which full moon that much, but they are persons of power. And if you get to know them privately, you will find out that a person born at full moon has the power of reflection from the other element, and that kind of flattens down the pure outcome of one single sign with to have it actually without no kind of a leading pole, where it goes to. And if you have the full moon and both signs are weighted with the lights in it, that means a person again has the ability of both. An Aries person born with a Libra moon will always stay an Aries person, but he will be addicted, for instance, to the love in arts, to festivitations, to meeting people, to have a great role in society games, things like that. This is what holds the two signs together. All right, this take to be seen so far on this day. You're not speaking, but you're listening to Markus Terming on the 26th of March 2024. If you want to get in contact with me, just choose this mail address, and down here at my blog site you'll find the conditions for a consultation. Hope to see you tomorrow and wish you a nice spring, or if you are at the southern hemisphere, first autumn day.